This is a 39,990 peso MacBook. It's not refurbished. It's not the M1 Air that resellers are still pushing 5 years later. This is a brand new, created from scratch MacBook, and it might be the most interesting laptop that Apple has ever brought to the Philippines. I've been using the MacBook Neo for a month now, and I'm here to tell you what it is not, and the most important question, which is, should you buy one? Oh, and to celebrate the launch of my channel, I'm giving this MacBook away to one lucky subscriber. Mechanics at the end, so keep watching. Until a few months ago, the cheapest MacBook that you can buy is the M5 MacBook Air. If your budget was anywhere below 70,000 pesos, Apple was telling you to either buy an old model or get a Windows laptop. The MacBook Neo changes that completely. 39,990 pesos for the base 256 model, 46,990 pesos for the upgraded 512GB model with Touch ID. And both of these are eligible for a student discount if you're still in high school or college. So Apple waved their magic wand and brought the already value for money Air and brought it down to the price of a MacBook Neo. But what did they actually sacrifice to get to this point? And the answer to that is, for a normal user, not much. You have everything you need in this little package. Let's start with the part that you'll notice first, which is the colors. The color selection is very wide compared to what you can normally see with the Air and the Pros. We have 4 options: blush, silver, citrus, and indigo. The model I have here is an indigo, and it looks really deep in person. And the best part about it is that the keyboard is color matched to the chassis. The body is recycled aluminum. Around 60% by weight is recycled according to Apple, which is the most with any of their products. And it feels exactly how you would expect a MacBook to feel: solid and premium. And that's the magic here. They didn't remove any of the magic that makes a MacBook feel good to use when putting it down to the value of a MacBook Neo. If you handed this to someone, it wouldn't feel like the cheapest MacBook in the collection. It would feel like every other MacBook. It weighs 2.7 pounds, just like the MacBook Air, but in a smaller footprint. It also has a 13-inch liquid retina display. It's 2408 by 1506, 500 nits of brightness, and billions of colors. And it looks great, sharp, and bright. For the untrained eye and for the normal user, it looks really, really good. And this is actually the first MacBook since 2022 which doesn't come with a notch. Now the screen looks great, but it's sRGB and not P3. What that just means is that if you're a photographer and a videographer, you won't see the most accurate colors. But for a normal user, again, it looks great. The keyboard is the standard Magic Keyboard layout. It feels great, but the only catch is, and that's where you actually see the cost-cutting measures here, is that it's not backlit. Meaning, at night, you'll only be using the screen as a way to shine light into your keyboard to be able to know what you're typing. The trackpad is new. It has a physical click and not force touch like what's found in the Air or in the Pro, and it's genuinely really good. As for ports, it has 2 USB-C ports and a headphone jack, all found on the left side. No MagSafe, so if you're someone who's getting your first laptop, you need to buy a dongle. The base model that I have here has a lock button here. The upgraded 512 model has Touch ID. I actually really miss Touch ID. I didn't expect the amount of times I have to input my password manually without it. But if it's worth the price increase, that's for you to answer. Personally, I can live with it. Now here's the part which everyone is talking about. The chip inside this is the A18 Pro, the same chip that's found in the iPhone 16 series. This is the first Mac in the past couple of years that doesn't have the M series chip that pretty much kicked off the virality of the M1 Air back in the day. And on paper, that sounds like a downgrade, but is it? The A18 Pro is really, really fast. The little iPhone chip actually beats the M1 Air. And together with it being fanless, you have a really silent beast here. Where you'll see a bottleneck is actually with the RAM. At 8GB, you can do a lot of things in terms of workflows. However, if you have 40+ Chrome tabs open, you'll definitely feel the Neo struggle. Multi-core performance is solid, and the GPU is on a league of its own. So I threw real work at the MacBook Neo the past month. And here's what happened. I did my work on Chrome, 20 tabs open, YouTube, Spotify, all working in the background, buttery smooth, zero lag. I was also able to edit 4K videos. It's slower than the Air in big batch operations, but definitely more than enough on day-to-day usage. So unless your workflow entails editing heavy 4K videos and having multiple hundreds of layers in Photoshop, you wouldn't really see the Neo struggle. Reels, TikTok, vlogs, can all handle it. Battery life is rated until 16 hours. During my mixed usage, I got about 14, which is really good. It's still all day, everyday battery. And it can even do a bit of gaming. Apple Arcade, indie titles, and even emulation. Okay, so here's the honest list of what's missing with a MacBook Neo. No backlit keyboard, an sRGB screen, 8GB of RAM with no upgrade option, no Thunderbolt port, and no MagSafe. It also has a 1080p webcam, which is fine for most Zoom calls. So these are the cuts that they made to make the MacBook Neo their budget option, and now you know. So here's my honest take. Buy the MacBook Neo if you're a student, if you're a parent buying the first laptop of their child, or if you're a young professional who only needs to use browsing, email, Google Docs, the occasional Figma and Canva. All of that can be handled flawlessly by the MacBook Neo. Don't buy it if you're a videographer or a photographer who need the P3 screen with more accurate colors. Okay, thanks so much guys for tuning in. So the part you've been waiting for. So I'm giving away a MacBook Neo and here's how you can enter. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, and that's it. If you've done all of those 4 steps, congratulations, you have an entry and you might win this MacBook Neo. I'll be pulling randomly on the winner in 2 weeks' time. Thanks everyone. Bye.